Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21. As today, we hop into our much-needed Week 6 bye week. We are not playing good football right now, and we need some time to recharge and rejuice. Also going to be playing Week 7 against the Dolphins today shortly. But first, let's talk about this week. So, we've lost 3 in a row. We are actually tied for first place in this division with the Texans. Once again, the AFC South is an absolute train wreck, just like in year 1. So, I mean, we're still on a potential path to make the playoffs, but this team does not look like a playoff team right now. We got to keep the guys working rather than resting because we're just not playing well right now. And I think this is a good football team, but right now, we just seem a little bit lost. We do have some good news injury-wise, as Myles Jack is projected to return soon. It says he's only out for another week, and we're still in Week 6. So this would imply that he can play in the Dolphins game. However, on the left, it says that he is scheduled to return against the Seahawks. I don't know how that makes sense, but oh well, Madden's just being drunk again. So now that we're about a third of the way through the season, I do want to take a look at the numbers for the team up to this point. Looking at the quarterback play, it's been up and down with a lot of downs for Gardner Minshew. He has not been impressive through 5 games. We looked at a lot of the quarterbacks in this year's draft class in the last episode. If you want to watch that, I encourage it. The run game has been okay. Phillip Lindsay's been solid. A little bit quiet the past couple games. And then Kyra Brooks, our rookie, he's really been quiet ever since that first game against Buffalo. In the receiving game, I think the 2 best players on this offense are easily DJ Chark and Nelson Aguilar so far this season. They've both been great, and Njoku as well has been really good. Laviska Shenault a little bit disappointing. Looking at the offensive line, the pass blocking I'm very happy with. The run blocking started off well and has not played as well these past 2 weeks, but the offensive line's been great. So far, defensively, it's been pretty rough. We do have some young guys playing well, including Kayvon Chaisson, who dating back to last season has 8.5 sacks in his last 7 games after only 1 sack in his first 11 career games. So a very slow start for Chaisson's career, but at the end of last year and so far this year, he's been great. Josh Allen has been playing well. Ifeadi Odenabu's having a good season. Rashawn Babineau's probably been our best rookie so far. He's been great. Zaire Wiggins has had a solid rookie year, but we're just not forcing turnovers. Only 1 turnover since week 1. We've only forced 1 fumble this season, and we didn't recover it. I know it says that Myles Jack does have a fumble recovery, but that was when C.J. Henderson fumbled it in the end zone after his near pick 6 that Jack recovered. So technically that doesn't count, and we only have 3 successful turnovers, which are interceptions. The special teams has been pretty good for the most part. Josh Lambo missed a game-winning field goal in week 3, but other than that, he's been good, and then Logan Cook has been awesome. So we do have a few pop-ups here in week 7, including DJ Chark, who is frustrated with the lack of touches. I don't know how that makes sense, because he has gotten a lot of touches, which makes sense considering he's a very good player. So I guess he wants more touches. He averages about 5 a game, and apparently he's going to be happy with 5 touches today, which doesn't make sense, but okay. And then Sheldon Rankins wants to try to stop the losing streak, and he wants to call out one of the defensive groups, and I'm going to choose the secondary because the pass rush has been really good, but just not forcing a lot of big plays in the secondary, so that's why we're going with them. The opponent today is the 2-4 Miami Dolphins, led by second-year quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. The talented lefty out of Alabama has been this team's starter since week 1 of last season. When we played them last year, it was Thursday Night Football for week 3, and we got the win. Tua was quite solid in that game. He had a pretty good rookie year in which he led the Dolphins to the playoffs. This year, the touchdown-interception ratio has been very good. However, his completion percentage is lower, for what it's worth. This Dolphins team is not one of the better rosters in the league, per se, but I think head-to-toe, there are a lot of good players. Certainly a lot of young, talented pieces. They had a great draft this year, using their first-rounders on defensive tackle Barnum Takalo and wide receiver Isaiah Thomas, both of whom are really, really good players. So I think this is a pretty talented football team as Week 7 is underway. The conditions of today's game are reminiscent of a hurricane, so it seems like your Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be playing through a hurricane today here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Both teams looking for a win in the battle of AFC Floridian opponents. Jacksonville, coming off their bye week, has lost 3 straight and is trying to get back on the win column today and get back up to 500. Let's see if they can do it. Should be a fun one. Tua and the Dolphins taking on Gardner Minshew and your Jacksonville Jaguars. 3rd and 5 here for the Dolphins. Not even 10 seconds into this game, we've got a turnover. C.J. Henderson with the interception, his 2nd pick of the season. And this is the first time in his career that one of his interceptions did not go in the end zone. He had 1 pick last year, which is a pick 6. And then remember week 1 of this year, he had the interception. That was nearly a pick 6 until he fumbled it in the end zone. And Phillip Lindsay will punch it in for a score. His 2nd touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are very quickly on the board. They lead it 7-0. Good start for the Jags as here's Tua and the offense. He gets it to Devontae Parker. Bad coverage by Zaire Wiggins, the 7th overall pick out of Auburn. Wiggins has had a good rookie year. He's just really struggled on those slant routes, and it seems like he's still adjusting to the play speed of the NFL. Here's Matt Breida now with a nice run. If you remember when these two teams played last year, Breida absolutely killed this defense. Now, there obviously are a lot of new faces on this defense, and things change, as that's a fumble. Crevan LeBlanc forces it out, and it's recovered by Sheldon Rankins. The Jaguars' defense has only forced 3 turnovers this year, only 1 in the last 4 games. They've already forced 2 today. Here on 3rd and 7 now, the ball would travel to about the 15-yard line, and it would be incomplete. Probably the strangest pass you'll see. Aguilar and Chark both had it bouncing off their heads. Neither of them got it. 3rd and 5 now, a short pass for Kalen Ballage, and he gets nothing. Wrapped up by Sheldon Rankins, and it seems like he's pretty fired up. Obviously, he had a meeting with the players earlier in the week, called some people out, and it seems like he's hungry to win. Minshew now gets it to Laviska Shenault on the ensuing Jaguar possession. A gain of 42 for Shenault, who's been one of the more disappointing players on this offense. He's definitely gotten outplayed so far by Nelson Aguilar. 1st and goal now. A short pass is caught by the rookie tight end. It's Daniel Romer. His 1st career touchdown, and the 4th rounder out of LSU will help extend the Jaguar lead as it is now 14-0. Good start for Jacksonville as Tua has it back. Going to throw it to Mike Gesicki, who gets absolutely laid out by Ronnie Harrison. If Jacksonville loses this game and falls to 2-4, Harrison is certainly a candidate to potentially be moved at the trade deadline next week, considering this is a contract year. Breida now with the handoff, and he's gone. 49 yards to the house. That's how the Dolphins will end the 1st quarter. Breida's not known as an elite running back, but he's a playmaker. So far, so good for Breida and company as the Jags have it here. Minshew on 3rd and 9 decides to try to go into the defender rather than slide, and he is unsuccessful. That's Kyle Van Noy who brings him down, the former Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots. 3rd and 8 now. Tua going to look to throw it. His pass is going to be caught by Devontae Parker, who brings it to the 48-yard line. Parker is a player who really shows you that you have to be patient with a lot of young guys. A high draft pick. He didn't really figure it out for a while. Then he eventually broke out and has become a star. Tua now on 1st down is sacked by a rookie, Taga Taluiai-Pupu, with his 1st NFL sack, forcing a loss of 13 yards. Now it's 3rd and 11. Tua airs it out, and it's dropped by Preston Williams. C.J. Henderson was there with the coverage, and the Jags would get it back. 14-7 remains your score here about halfway through the 2nd quarter, is on 2nd and 12. Aguilar with the play. Trucks Byron Jones and gets the 1st down. What an underrated signing he has been for this Jaguars team. Kind of ruled as a bust in Philly and has so far revived his career with the Jags. 3rd and 4, short pass for Phillip Lindsay. He gets about 21 yards. We have an injured Dolphin on the field. That's defensive tackle Devon Godshaw. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and inches now. Minshew going to run it in himself. His 1st rushing touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars now lead it 21-7. The offense looks really good today as some of the guys doing a cute little touchdown celebration, if you will. Now at the 2-minute warning, Dolphins trying to score some extra points before halftime. A short pass by Tua is caught for a solid gain. Now from the 38-yard line up the middle for Devontae Parker. He's had a pretty nice first half up to this point. He gets it to the 18, and the Dolphins are moving it. 3rd and goal now, only 13 seconds to go in the half. Fins do have a timeout, but it doesn't really matter because Tua's pass is incomplete. And they're just going to go for the field goal here on 4th and goal. I probably would go for it here personally because you're close and you can make it a one-score game, but Jason Sanders makes the kick. The Jags lead it now 21-10 with just 8 seconds to play in the half. But they're not done yet. Phillip Lindsay with a big run to the 42-yard line. And now Jacksonville actually has a chance to score. Here is the field goal unit. Josh Lambo, a 59-yarder. The wind is at his front, and the kick is short. That's what she said, and to be specific, that's what she told me last night. Lambo's kick is no good, and the score will remain 21-10. A good first half on both sides of the football for the Jaguars. Matt Breida has been tough to stop, but the defense is holding their own. The offense is doing a nice job of moving it down the field up to this point as we look at your halftime scoreboard. I will say, other than the interception on the first drive of the game, Tua Tagovailoa had a really solid first half. We'll see if he can lead a comeback here in the second half. Now on to the second half. Jacksonville starts with the football as on 3rd and 10. A tight pass by Gardner Minshew is going to be hauled in by the running back Boston Scott for a first down. Scott getting some extra snaps with Phillip Lindsay suffering a minor injury early in the 3rd quarter. Luckily for the Jags, he would return shortly as on 3rd and 10. A weird decision by Minshew to go for the check down, but DJ Chark does make the play. That is Chark's first reception of the game. Second straight week, he did not get a catch in the first half, but he did play well in the second half last week against the Rams, as Chark again on 3rd down, catching the short pass, does not get the first down this time. Xavier Howard with the tackle. So now 4th and 1, the Jags are going to take the field goal. Tyrod Taylor is sacked by the cornerback Noah Igbenogany. That field goal was more fake than my ex-girlfriend. I just don't get the play call by Jacksonville. If you want to go for it, why not punch it in with Lindsay or Kyra Brooks? Luckily for the Jags defense, they would get a stop as the pass for Gesicki would be broken up by the safety Gerard Wilson, and the Jags would get it back. 21-10 remains your score with 4:20 to go in the 3rd. As Minshew gets it to DJ Chark, who's had a pretty big 3rd quarter so far. He might get all 5 touches he needs in this quarter alone, bringing it to the 46-yard line. Now at the 33, it's 2nd and 8. Short pass for Laviska Shenault. He brings it to the 13 for a gain of 20, wrapped up by Bobby McCain. Another 3rd down, this time 3rd and 8. Minshew lobbing it up for the end zone. It's caught by DJ Chark for the touchdown. We've got a Chark attack here in these Chark-infested waters in Miami, Florida. 28-10 now in favor of the Jags is Tua on 2nd and 8. Nice throw for Matt Breida, who will bring it up to midfield for a Dolphin first down before being tackled by the safety Wilson. 2nd and short now at the 24. We are officially in the 4th quarter. For what it's worth, Jacksonville trying to hold on as Tua. A tight pass for Preston Williams, the former Colorado State Ram. He brings it to the 13-yard line. Now a 3rd and 13 at the 16. This could be a really big play here for both sides as Tagovailoa gets it to Matt Breida for the touchdown. Bad play by the rookie Rashawn Babineau as he got cooked by Breida for the score. Dolphins now only down by 11. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't go for 2 there. Trying to make it a touchdown and field goal deficit, but oh well. Jags have it back. Minshew on 3rd and 2. Deep ball for Njoku is off the mark. And now the Dolphins have it back. A comeback is possible. They're not out of this game. 4:23 to play, however. 2nd and 1. Tua under pressure from Jack. Gets it to Preston Williams down the field. And it looks like he's going to take that into the end zone. 51-yard touchdown for Preston Williams. And it's now a one-score game just like that. The Dolphins would elect to go for 2 now. Try to make it a field goal deficit. We'll see if they decide to run it or throw it. Tua under center will pass it. And he gets it to the rookie out of Clemson, Isaiah Thomas. And the Dolphins are all of a sudden only down by 3. This game is far from over. 3rd and 8 now at the 27. Minshew's pass for Chark is incomplete. The choke really is about to happen, isn't it? Well, the Dolphins are only down by 3. All they need is a field goal to tie. Touchdown takes the lead with 3.5 to play. As on first down, that looked like a DPI on C.J. Henderson. Jacksonville was awfully lucky. We'll see if they can capitalize off that huge break. As on second down, Tua, tough throw. And it would be hauled in by Devontae Parker, who brings it to the 40-yard line. Following play, under 3 minutes to go now. Tua looking to throw it, gets it up the middle for Breida, who's had a big game in the air and on the ground. Another reception for Breida, who's probably been this team's top receiver today. 6 catches, 81 yards, and a receiving touchdown on the afternoon for Matt Breida. Now at the 41. 2:20 to go as Tua gets it to Isaiah Thomas, who is going to be wrapped up out of bounds at the 21. The Dolphins are now in field goal range, but the question is field goal or touchdown? 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa connects with Magic Mike. Mike Gesicki with the touchdown. And Jacksonville, who started the fourth quarter up 28-10, is now down 32-28. The Jaguars have successfully choked an 18-point lead, but they have the ball and they have an opportunity to come back. As on 2nd and 10, that should have been a pick 6. The Jaguars once again are awfully lucky. 3rd and 10. Minshew for Chark gets the first down and the drive will stay alive. Plus, we got a light flag. This one looks like it's a face mask, and it is. An additional 15 yards. That is Byron Jones with the flag. Now at the 35, 4th and 2. Jacksonville obviously has to go forward as the pass for Lindsey is incomplete. Jacksonville does have 3 timeouts. A first down does likely end it. 2nd and 6 at the 39. Tua hands it off for Matt Breida. That's a first down and more. The Jaguars are going to let him score because if Breida got a first down and was tackled, then the Dolphins would just knee out the clock. But now the Jags can score, get an onside kick, and score again. I know it's unlikely, but I guess it's mathematically possible as Minshew is going to be strip sacked by the rookie Barnum Takalo, recovered by Carl Lawson. And now, Jaguar fans, your hopes and dreams can be shattered. I know it's Halloween, but this was a scary performance in the fourth quarter for the Jags, getting outscored 29-0. The offense was bad, the defense was bad, and this is just an Atlanta Falcons type performance, if we're being honest. The Dolphins were dominant today. Tua Tagovailoa was excellent. Outside of his first pass, which was picked off by Henderson, Tua went 32 for 40, 389 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That is concerning. This Jaguar defense just has to play better. And next week they're playing Russell Wilson, so it probably won't get better. Gardner Minshew was, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great either. Phillip Lindsay was solid. Matt Breida was dominant for the Dolphins. Granted, he did have 61 yards, pretty much give it to him at the end of the game because the Dolphins let him score, but he was outstanding. Another 82 yards in the receiving game for Breida. He scored 3 all-purpose touchdowns. Devontae Parker does lead all players in yards. Chark led the way in yards for the Jags. I will say the pass blocking, again, was incredible today for Jacksonville. 2 sacks for the Dolphins, one of which was on the fake field goal by Tyrod Taylor. That was the Igbenogany sack, so it doesn't really count. And then the other sack was the last play of the game, the strip sack by Barnum Takalo. So you got to give the offensive line a ton of credit. They've done a great job. So Chark is out here apologizing. I don't know why. I guess because he got the 5 touches, but we didn't win the game. But still, he's been so good the past year and a half. He does not need to apologize. Sheldon Rankins is pretty pissed off, and he has the right to be pissed off. This team is just not playing well. The morale is down. The only way we can get that up is by winning football games, and it's going to be a challenge going out to Seattle against the 12th man, the 4-3 Seattle Seahawks, led by Russell Wilson, arguably the best quarterback in football. Hope everybody enjoyed the episode. I know not the result we wanted, but nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe. Peace.